Picture this, a battlefield, the air thick with tension and the weight of history pressing down on every blade of grass. The sun is just beginning to rise, casting long shadows over the ground, and every eye is fixed on the two figures at the center of it all. On one side stands the towering Goliath, a giant of a man, his body encased in gleaming bronze armor, each step he takes sending a shiver through the crowd. He's not just big, he's a living legend, a symbol of fear and brute strength. On the other side we see David, a young shepherd, barely more than a boy, with nothing but a sling and a few smooth stones in his hand. No armor, no sword, just raw courage and a steady hand. People love to talk about underdogs, but this is the original upset, the story that set the standard for every impossible victory that came after. Goliath was more than just a soldier. He was a force of nature, a legend in his own right, the kind of opponent that stories are written about for centuries. Towering over his enemies, he was the undefeated champion of the Philistines, unapologetic, relentless, and absolutely intimidating. His reputation alone was enough to make seasoned warriors tremble. Now imagine being David, no armor to protect him, no sword to swing, barely old enough to be called a man. He stands alone, facing a giant who has never known defeat, and yet there he stands, unshaken, eyes locked on his opponent. Why? Because David sees what everyone else misses. While the crowd is fixated on Goliath's size and strength, David is searching for something different. He's looking for a weakness, a chink in the armor, a moment of vulnerability behind all that bravado and metal. David steps onto the field, stone in hand, heart pounding but mind clear. Every step he takes is a step into the unknown, but he moves forward anyway. The crowd holds its breath, caught between hope and disbelief, watching history unfold in real time. Goliath laughs, dismissive, almost bored by the challenge. To him, David is just another victim, another name to add to his legend. But David? He's calculating, thinking several moves ahead. He knows brute force won't win this fight, so he turns to what he does best: speed, agility, and precision. This is where the genius comes in. David isn't just lucky, he's innovative, thinking outside the box when everyone else is stuck in old patterns. He runs toward Goliath, not away. It's a move that shocks everyone watching, a bold act that flips the script on what's expected. He swings his sling, releasing a single smooth stone with deadly accuracy, every muscle in his body focused on this one shot. It's science and skill, the velocity, the angle, the perfect shot, all coming together in a split second. This isn't just luck, it's the result of practice, observation, and daring. The stone finds its mark, striking Goliath right where he's most vulnerable. The giant staggers, then falls, the impossible suddenly made real. Just like that, the giant is defeated, not by strength, but by strategy, daring, and a willingness to see things differently. It's easy to see this as just a story of faith or fate, a tale told to inspire hope in the hopeless. But really, it's a tale about vision, about seeing what others can't, and believing in possibilities that seem out of reach. It's about seeing opportunity where others see only obstacles, and having the courage to act on that vision. It's about using what you have, no matter how ordinary or overlooked, to do something extraordinary, to change the course of your own story. David didn't win because he was the strongest or the most experienced. He won because he was the smartest, the most resourceful, and the bravest in the face of overwhelming odds. He redefined what victory looks like, and in doing so, inspired generations to believe that the impossible is always within reach if you dare to try. So the next time you're up against your own Goliath, whether it's a person, a problem, or a fear, remember, you don't always need more power or more resources. Sometimes, all you need is the right perspective, a bit of creativity, and the courage to act when it matters most. Thanks for joining me on this visual journey through one of history's most iconic tales. Until next time, keep rooting for the underdog. And remember, sometimes the smallest stone can make the biggest impact.